folks. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, oh. Can we do one thing? Okay. Can you hear me, Miss Michelle? I This thing just stopped. The connection, yeah, the connection may not be ideal, but I think it was really the software that crashed because, oh boy, can we go through this? I was all excited with ready for a great show today that I promised. Now I'm not even able to deliver. Well, hopefully, there were not that many people in there, so all right, so we are seeing the Excel spreadsheets. Yes, so at least let's just wait a couple of minutes. The two or three souls that were here, hopefully they are able to make it. As of now, in the participant list, it's showing just the two of us. Is there a way for me? Is there a way for me to do this? Oh, we've already done that. So, and then you don't see me anymore, or do you? Oh boy, this morning is a trip. Okay, folks, if you don't see me, hopefully you don't miss my face that much. Miss Michelle, she's all over it. I don't see you. I disappeared. The most important thing is which that can help us make money. My face doesn't help in any shape or form. Oh boy, this is a struggle this morning. Okay, well that happens, but definitely, I mean, moving into the new office is okay. I'm just gonna move that modem for later. We need to make sure that we had a great connection. Okay, thanks, Miss Michelle. You're able to see the chart. So, what is the chart? The chart is showing. So, yesterday I mentioned that there was the comment that I made on Baba to say, hey, Baba is a perennial gapper, meaning that Baba likes to gap up. So, on Monday we had a gap up. So, which that you are seeing, it's where that comment, what's backing up that comment? That comment on. Again, I'm afraid now that if I share screen, as trying to switch screens, we're gonna crash again. But hey, I have nothing to lose. So let me try. Can I try to go to Discord? I cannot. So yesterday there was a message inside of Discord predicting or sharing that hey, Baba was likely, and then upload to YouTube. Trust me, that's what I want to avoid. Ma'am, if it's okay, if we can just go through this, we are 20 minutes from the goal. No, instead of uploading, actually, if YouTube doesn't work, the thing here is the connection. Trust me, I know that. If YouTube doesn't work, we just use Discord. We have done that before. Trust me, this we cannot allow this to happen again. we, I'm upstairs from where I was. There are several levels in this house, so I'm further away from the Wi-Fi modem. At least that's my rational explanation, because I can see uh, the intensity, the quality indicator of that Wi-Fi signal on here. I didn't have it yesterday though, because yesterday evening I had a Zoom meeting with Mr. Wayne, and I was exactly at this place. That was my test. So, but then streaming live and doing a Zoom session on one-on-one may not be the same. It's okay. We will fix that as long as we can go through this. And that's my prayer in the next 20 minutes. So what do I want to share? I want to share that for me to make a statement of the type, hey, Baba is likely to gap up again tomorrow, that has to be based on some analysis. That type of analysis is called a quantitative analysis. And that's what you're seeing on here, where I'm taking a look at, obviously I cannot move that if I'm not looking at the Excel spreadsheet itself. So I'm taking a look at all of the gap ups. This year is something that I said, hey, I want to tell me a 1% gap up. Yeah. So this is the data for, I can go as far back that I want. So starting in 2018. So long story short, I'm able to answer the question that you may have. Hey, how often does Baba gap up by more than 1%? And I can also answer the question, what day of the week or what days of the week Baba is more than likely to gap up by anything you want. But yeah, but to gap up. So the answer is that Tuesday in 2020, Tuesday is the highest occurrence of gap up on Baba. And guess what? We are Tuesday today. So I already knew this type of thing, but here this morning in this pre-market analysis show, that is being sabotaged by the internet, by my poor Wi-Fi connection. That's where this information comes. So this is a type of research analysis that I've shared with some of you, and then we can see the full suite of analysis, whatever that you see on that subscription page or anything. I can teach you how to do this type of analysis. As of now, I'm showing you where I'm getting that type of analysis. So in 2020, rather, Baba has gapped up 14 times on Tuesdays, 8 times on Mondays, 11 times on Wednesdays, 8 times on Thursdays, and 7 times on Friday. The average gap for Baba on Tuesday is 2.5%. So as we speak this morning here, I'm not sure the market is actually not that bullish, at least the last time I checked. So if I go back on here again, Baba, what is the gap, the current gap on Baba? So Baba is up just 1%, just 1%. Actually, less than, yeah, just about 1%. But historically, on Tuesday when Baba gap up by more than 1%, again, these are, for me, my condition is above 1%. Obviously, I want something meaningful. So these numbers here show that Tuesday is such a day in 2020. In 2019, Tuesday was not that bad, but Fridays were there as well. Yeah. Fridays, Mondays, yeah. And Tuesdays as well as the third most likely day for Baba to gap up by more than 1%. And again, this is part of that quantitative analysis that we excel at here at Successful Trading. Okay, questions about this? I really feel hampered this morning. Question about it. Actually, while we wait for questions, let me switch screens. If while we wait for questions on the information that we just shared on Baba, because I made that claim yesterday and nobody questioned me. Not that you ought to be questioning me, but nobody inquired about the source of my assumption. And I rarely give my opinion if it's not fact-based. So I'm switching screen on here in order for us to go take a look at the market view. So SPY is down minus 0.35%, QQQ is down minus 0.3%, Here, for those who are new, we only have 5 people joining anyway. But if you are watching this broadcast in playback, we usually have this saying on Tuesday, right? Put scalping Tuesday, meaning the opportunity to do scalping on puts. If that's something, if that's you're into that sort of things. Not that there's anything wrong with scalping puts. I just wanted to say that there's nothing wrong with scalping puts. If you don't know what scalping is just getting into a trade for a short period of time. So scalping is a type of day trade, yeah, during a short period of time and take advantage of a short move. And you can do that as repetitively as you want. So, but scalping, I mean, you can have a Tuesday where scalping lasts for a couple of hours. And in that case, hey, more power to you to really take advantage of it. So we have noticed, at least in the past, since we have been here, Tuesday presents one unique opportunity for that to happen. Yeah. So that's what we are sharing on here. And then now we just went to the broader watch list to look at a stock that's for us. I mean, we can talk about this. Nobody's watching this show anyway. So we have one of our a stock that yesterday, at least I know because he shared that. Thank you, Mr. B. Thank you, really. I really, really appreciate when you guys post your win. I celebrate your win, as you know, and it gives me opportunity to use that for teaching purposes. You have no idea what a difference it makes. So again, I'm imploring people out there on the subscriber, please, pretty please. I'm not asking you to do that during the trading session. Do that. I mean, hopefully you have even like 5 minutes to spare. Just post some of your wins, please. So some traders made money yesterday on Microsoft. Microsoft was on our alert. We can say that. I don't have anything to hide. Hey, if people out there, at least they're working, right? Hey, you don't hide something that's working. So, but this morning, Microsoft's going the other way. There are 2 things that I want to talk about on that. So, because the scenario was that some traders may have entered this trade on Friday. Because the list was available before the close. Yeah, so you could have picked that, obviously, and traded that, and hence the gap up on Monday, it would have been you would have already been into the trade. Or in pre-market, that's the value of pre-market, right? So when a stock gap in pre-market, folks, remember we have been teaching you a technique on how to do one what I don't know, we call it a gangster move or whatever. And hopefully in the next 5 minutes here, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that on another stock that is gapping in pre-market. So that would have been your opportunity to generate another to buy options on Microsoft yesterday in pre-market, because not that when the session opened, but when the session opened, this stock was moving a bit fast. So meaning that so some people they paid more for those contracts than, let's say, maybe those who may have entered that in pre-market, because trust me, within the first 1-2 minutes, those options are moving. You may be compelled to chase it. So use the pre-market to your advantage to see the direction, right? So like this morning, I can tell you that resistance was as what? A support was at $212 about an hour ago. And this thing have been posting lower lows. Look at the volume, almost close to 1 million by the time we open on here. So whomever is doing this, there's some selling momentum that's coming on here. So this is an opportunity that you can get cheap option in that direction. But as you know, to just protect yourself, trying to get them in both directions, and cheap ones, you know, if which that I'm saying resonate with you, you know what to do. If it does not, don't worry about it, and you can just trade Microsoft normally. If you were trading Microsoft yesterday, I trust that you have mastered swing position management, right? Meaning that you are not surprised by this move this morning to say, oh, geez, Microsoft is down. Oh, yesterday was bullish, today is bearish. We have traded stock like that all over the place several times, right? So here's another stock of that. The 2 stocks that we're looking here on top of the chart, they are also part of our alert subscription this morning. So this one has been just running rampant. It has earnings after the market close. Yeah. So For us, it's a little bit expensive. Yeah, those contracts were a little bit expensive yesterday, so it will be interesting. I said yesterday it's going to be feast of famine. So feast of famine is going to be fireworks after the market close for that top stocks on there. And then the second stock is the one that I just shared the Excel spreadsheet with you. So, I mean, 1% up. Actually, was expecting a little bit more than that. And then we have BA here. So yesterday I mentioned at the very last minute, but everybody has Flow Algo, right? So I keep telling people my primary focus on Flow Algo is on print, not so much the option. There's some nice trade on option. Don't get me wrong. If you find a pattern that we will be talking about that. I can think of Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne, if you're on, of something that you shared with me yesterday in our conversation. But BA here had prints, right? Today may not be a day where we see that full bullish move or anything, but from a chart perspective, now I'm going to switch to my chart, before I start talking. So I'm going to switch to the chart. Thank you, folks. Thank you for the 7 people who are really able to stick around in these very difficult conditions, broadcast conditions this morning. I really apologize. I owe you one. So, hello, Mr. Wayne. So, Mr. Wayne, Mr. Michelle, they are the 2 in the chat. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. And the 7 others who are on, and the 8 who are watching the playback. So, I just switched screen on here, and I wanted to show you the chart of BA on why it may be worth a little bit of attention today, because there was the print, the number of shares that's Flow Algo showing that were transacted yesterday. Let me get that. I have my little note here. So for BA, how many shares? 1 million shares at 161 and 1. 1 million share on BA at 161 and 1. And then I told you that has happened on July 10, and then the stock gained 10 points in a matter of 3 days. So this morning BA is likely. But what even further interests me is this, folks. Downtrend, posting lower lows. And then this candle, this green candle here, is it time for it to start moving up? So really, one can be patient and see, hey, can this thing trade today above the moving average 8 period, which is the yellow line under. The chart of BA is just so funny. Every time that I have it, I'm trying to, okay, maybe this is a beta representation on here. So yeah, they have done that before here. I mean, but then we follow by a red candle. Even if though we have a red candle today, because this market do not really trust it in terms of showing us a clear direction here this morning in pre-market. Something is brewing on here. You can be patient, and trust me, if the people who spend 101 million or so, 161 million, that's what it means, right? 101 million shares at a price of $161 yesterday. Over the next few days, we are going to find out the truth, the real intentions. And in that case, will there be something similar to this one on here? So this one on the 10, there was a print as well on BA. Because those part of things that you can start doing. So you get your document and say, okay, what's the behavior of the stock every time that there's a print on it? Then trust me, after a while, you will feel very comfortable. So on the 10th of July, there was a print of 2 million shares at $178. Yeah, I'm reading that off of my notes on here. And then a couple of days of sideways. So the 10th was a Friday. Then on Monday, sideways, Tuesday, sideways, and bang, huge gap up on Wednesday to get that 10-point move. So a 10-point move, especially if you were patient on here between Tuesday and Wednesday, my friend, that's decent gain on the just solely on that Flow Algo information. So that's what I wanted to bring people attention yesterday, because BA has just been doing nothing. And actually, by BA not doing not much here during this time, its earnings are past, right? So they had their earnings on the 29th of July, and then to continue the movement down. So implied volatility may have come down a little bit, so meaning that these options are a little bit cheaper now. I was looking at them yesterday. You could get the 180 calls for less than 50 cents. I kid you not. Now you can't tell me that's 18 points away. 18 points is nothing for this guy. This is the type of move that this stock is capable of. So I hope that you got that piece of information this morning, and you can make that to use and parlay that into a little money. All right, 12 people in playback, 7 people. We're definitely under our our normal. Well, our normal. At least yesterday we had, how many did we had yesterday? We had close to 20. So we were below VWAP, folks, meaning that this broadcast is bearish this morning. It's like the market. Any questions? Any questions before I try to at least give an opportunity to those who were die-hard traders who are catching this show live? We're going to talk about how to make money using a gangster move on this stock this morning. Mosaic just had earnings. Is it tiny? How much is Mosaic? Mosaic it's like $13 or something. So Mosaic is trading at $14.75. And for that telex, maybe it's better for you to switch screen. As of now, you're showing people the chart of it. So let's talk about the chart of it. So yeah, the chart of it here, the upper Bollinger is at 1436. Right now, we are printing 1475, meaning more than likely this stock is going to start outside of the upper Bollinger. The move on here, folks, is the same move we tried the other day on Facebook. We tried like 2 weeks ago on Netflix, and they didn't yield anything. So today, we're going even lower the purchase price. So we want to buy the stock is up 8% after earnings. Yeah. So August 7, 16 calls, and we're gonna go inside 16 calls for less than 10 cents. That's the limit price you're gonna put in there. And then August 7, you're gonna put both orders before the market opens. Yeah. And we are going to go for August 7, 13.5 puts for less than 10 cents. We have a higher probability for the puts filling, right? Because the stock is up. So during the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, during which we called yesterday price discovery. Yeah, I explained that. If you were not with us yesterday, if you have a chance, catch that yesterday broadcast, which was a clean broadcast, a better broadcast than this one. So to describe what happened in the first 5-10 minutes of the session during price discovery. So this stock, Mosaic, it's about to open at 1480. So during the first 5-2 minutes, most likely it's going to spike super high. Yeah, it could spike as high as 15, whatever. That's where those puts, they are going to be filled, the 13.5 puts. Yeah. But at the same time, this technique is that we want to take advantage of price movement. It could spike down as well. So we want to buy the 16 calls for 10 cents. So August 7, 16 call for less than 10 cents. August 7, 13.5 put for less than 10 cents. We have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday to have one of those positions pay out. Ideally, one of those positions by within the next couple of hours is going to pay out. That's the plan. And let's see. So, any questions about this? We have 10 viewers. Wow, thank you, people. Thank you. Thank you. You find the channel. Or was it difficult just to wake up this morning? Oh, no, because we crashed actually. So I'm not sure how YouTube. And now we have this message. Okay, it just cleared by itself while we had 10 people. Any questions? Error, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewer will experience buffering. Oh dear. That's yeah, red card this morning for this office for trading out of this year. That's not good. Any questions about, oh yeah, let that go. I mean, going inside and showing you the price, we fixed the price beforehand. So as of, we can get a small idea when we go inside of Power E-Trade to see exactly how, and that will give us an opportunity to teach on there. So let's go ahead and go to options and go to Mosaic. Oh boy, this is not good. Okay. Okay, so here's the implied volatility of this. It's quite high. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Meaning the question, one question could be here, hey Telex, anytime that I share this type of thing in your mind, the question should be, one of the question is you have been following us should be, hey Telex, is this a stock that potentially we could have taken a trade before earnings? Because those exist. So the implied volatility here, my friend, for the above the current price, I mean, it changed. It was much higher yesterday. I can even though they're giving us the change here, meaning the 14 calls, for instance, just actually they only changed by this much. So it could have been okay because you could have gotten these yesterday between 15 and 24 cents. And they're opening in the money here. So yeah, let's see how much they pay at the open here. They could pay, I mean, at the moment that it opens, I don't know, the volatility is going to come down a little bit, but these could pay because they're in the money. You could get 100% on here. But I mean, again, 100% on a gamble is not really, risk reward is not that great. So here first, we are saying we want to get this 16.5 for 10 cents. They are not in the money yet. So 10 cents is even the upper limit. So meaning that you could get that fill relatively easily depending on what they do on those in the first 5 minutes on there. And folks, if you don't get a fill after 15 minutes or so, you just cancel both of your orders. Yeah. And we are looking for the 13.5 puts, which yesterday they were going between 13 and 21 cents. Though the spread are always made bigger by market makers toward the end because that's how they make their money through spread, right? So yeah, that's what we want to. 13.5 we're going between 23 and 46. So this morning with the stock being, they're gonna lose in value, right? They're gonna lose in value big time. So we trying to get that fill at 13.5 cents. I will be surprised if we don't get it. Okay, folks. Thank you very much. Hello, Telex. I miss your explanation. Mr. Wayne, that's fine. Don't worry about this now, sir. Really, we will have time. As I explained yesterday, a lot of people miss that, but that's not the goal really. For me, I just want to familiarize ourselves with tomorrow. We're gonna have I guarantee that we're gonna have a better streaming session. And I will take the time to go over this with you. Mr. Wayne, wherever you have a chance. If you don't have a chance, free time this morning, please schedule your one-on-one. If you want to do that evening, that's fine by me. So then that's where you will fully be ready for tomorrow. But we will re-explain this because we will have opportunity tomorrow morning on B1. And then on Thursday, we will have an opportunity on Roku. Between B1 and Roku, we are to be able to get something this week out of that. Okay, folks, I really, really appreciate you sticking around. Sorry. Many sorries about the disruption with the internet connection. I need to fix that before the session open on here such that I can trade myself. Thank you very much, and we will catch you in the Discord channel and tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.